Anything that's shaved, right? Yep, it is. Blasted or stash it. He didn't fall for it that time. He knew I was going to go live and try to catch him in the middle of a conversation. It is Friday night. We'll get rolling. Paul, what's your quote?
My quote is from 2000, and it is not specifically a comic book movie, but you'll get the connection. Character goes, and to answer your question, there are two reasons why I'm looking at you like this. One, because it seems in a few minutes you will officially be the only survivor of this train wreck, and two, because you didn't break one bone. You don't have a scratch on you.
I don't know what it is.
With Bruce Willis and fucking Unbreakable.
Yeah, there you go.
Woo!
I keep getting like little music tidbits popping into my headphones. What the hell's going on? But Mike, what about you?
I am sick.
Well, they got it.
SS Comic
Unbreakable.
Reader's in the house. Jason Smith is in the house, and that's the only two we got. My quote is from 2007. I was having trouble finding a quote, so I went up to my wife. I told her to pick a movie, and this is the movie she picked. I found it in your pocket. Mojo, is this what your kids are doing? Now a little bit of Mojo?
Trying to de-Mike-ize that to get the actual quote.
Yeah, I have no clue. I think Austin Powers, or I think Mojo, but
No. Jock Yo's in here. Deadpool 2323. What's up, fellas?
Let's have to use the chat and get it, and we'll move on, and we'll come back to you.
All right.
Okay. Mine is from 90, 88. It's not a tumor. It's not.
Really?
There you go, dude. I told you I had nothing tonight. Come on, you know what it is?
Kindergarten Cop.
It is Kindergarten Cop. I couldn't
Boys
think of
have a
anything
penis, girls have a vagina.
Yeah, or I don't know. That's pliable today. But Mike, go back to your quote. You want to say it again, or do you just want to give us the answer?
I just want to give you the answer because I don't feel like it. It's from Transformers. The first Transformers.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I think I tried to eye bleach all of that out of my brain. So
Area 51's in here. He said, "Hey, all, good stashy evening."
See, Kindergarten Cop. See, they got my Schwarzenegger impression, even though it's laden with NyQuil and beer. So I guess we'll jump into the comics, and we'll start with Mike tonight instead of Paul. How about that? You want to go first, Mikey?
Not really, but I'll do it.
Wow. The enthusiasm on your side of this channel is awesome.
I have the flu. I got Dayquil in me, Alka-Seltzer Cold Plus, and whatever other pills were sitting on the counter there. I don't know. I probably
just uppers, downers, ludes. He doesn't care. He just threw them in.
I don't think anybody else read this book, so we'll go ahead and knock it out of the way. That's Xena Warrior Princess #1. Used to watch his show back in the day. I could only recommend this book for super, 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 super diehard fans. I mean, it really doesn't put a twist on Xena's story much or anything. The art's pretty good, and I'm going to semi-stash this one. I won't be picking up any of the other ones. I don't need to. I got too many other books to pick up. So that was my quick little Xena review.
Who's the artist on that cover? Do you know?
That's David
Finch. David Finch.
Finch. Cool. I do want to make a quick announcement too, though. You notice that good old Drew's not in here tonight this week as well. I guess there's a huge internet outage where he is, so unfortunately he's not going to make it on. But you know, he had I think he was planning on doing his little Black Panther review, but wait till next week. My first book tonight is one that nobody else read as well. That's Star Wars Thrawn #1. I guess he has a pretty good history in the novels. I don't know. I never read any of the Star Wars novels. It's about his origin and beginnings and some of that, him working up through the ranks, I guess. And it was an okay book. I think you really need to be a diehard fan in order to really appreciate that. I know in the off-air, Paul, I'll hand over to Paul here in a second, that he's a pretty popular character. But unfortunately, I think unless you're a super duper diehard Star Wars fan, pass on it. But other than that, what do you say about Thrawn? I know you said something about in the books, Paul. You know what he said?
In the books, he is like the ultimate badass. So I mean, he's like the most evil son of a bitch ever. So he was awesome. So I wanted to read that. I didn't have a chance to get to it. I'm hoping it from your review. I'm hoping it kind of ramps up on how nasty he is. Yeah, so Jocko knows too. He said the Thrawn trilogy is amazing. It was one of the best Star Wars book series I ever read.
Is he a good guy or a bad guy in books?
Oh, he's a bad guy.
Bad guy.
Oh, he is, okay. Because it make it kind of seem this. I don't know where he's going in this one. So, I'll go ahead and jump with you, Paul, for your next book.
Oh, so since we're doing that books that nobody else has done, I'll do. I got Punisher 221. I haven't been reading Punisher a while, but Punisher's always been one of my favorite characters, and this one has a truly awesome cover. And that's where that shit fucking ends. So, are you ready for this? Fuck Marvel. I am not buying this Punisher War Machine bullshit. Punisher's a ground level dude fucking shit up, not flying through the air and fucking laser beams and bullshit. Fuck this. Give me my Punisher back. Fuck Marvel.
Wow.
I actually read that too.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Mike.
I actually like the Punisher in War Machine. Did you read the other ones too, Paul?
No, I've been away from it for a while.
Okay, well, this has been going on for like 3 issues now. Yeah, I like it. Pretty cool stuff. I like when he rips the guy in half at the end there.
The one part I liked was when he was talking to Fury and the guy was like, "I can fix everything I can," and Fury's like, "He's a low level, useless piece of shit." And he's like, "Oh," and he just caps him in the head.
Yeah, just rips him right in half. So I thought it was good. I like it.
I mean, it had its moments, but I just think I think there's so many characters that just do this kind of thing that I like the fact that the Punisher doesn't have a special suit or any of that crap. He just fucks shit up.
Right.
Where's this is the part I'm talking about where let me see. Where he just caps the dude in the head because he's like was totally misrepresenting himself.
Okay. Well, I was going to go next with Mike, but here you read Punisher, so I guess I'll go next. Book by Image Comics. Fortunate comes out on Valentine's Day. Death of Love. This is a 3-part miniseries. Opens up this dude here.
It's 5.
Is it 5? I thought it was only 3. They opened up with this dude chainsawing through some little cherubs and cupids, I guess, not cherubs. And then he's, wait a minute, let's back up. And so essentially it's him and his buddies are stuck in a perpetual friend zone. And there's this guy that comes up and gives them a pill that, make them, I guess, fall in love. And all of a sudden he sees all these little cupids around and he's like, and finally the cupid's like, you can see me. And he gets all pissed off and then the battle starts, essentially. I think I might pick up the rest of these if it's 3 or 4 or 5, whatever it is. It was kind of a cool little read. I definitely stash that. And Paul,
I'm not sure where I fall on this one. I think if I was tripping balls, it would be the tits. The art's all kinds of cartoony and bloody and just definitely odd. Main character is an asshole and he's perpetually friend zoned, like you said. I'm definitely gonna give it another issue. It has kind of a mix of a Fuck Fairyland and a Chew vibe to it. So I don't know. It's weird. It's odd. It's trippy. I'll give it at least one more issue.
What about you, Mike?
Yeah, I'm gonna stash it as well. I'm gonna keep getting it. And like Paul, I thought it felt like I Hate Fairyland as well. So that's not necessarily a bad thing. So it's a stash for me as well.
Let's show that one scene at the beginning here. First big splash page. There we go. See him just mowing through little cupids. So that cupid is supposed to be little loving guys, not little death monsters, but we'll see. Da, 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 da. Let's see. Who are we moving on to next? Let's go back to Mike. Try to spread that Paul out because he didn't read a whole lot this week.
We got a lot of shout outs going.
Hey, go ahead. How about him?
Seeking Nearman Comics is in the house. He said, Mike, that Supergirl 19 looks good. Loving that ass meat hanging out right there. We'll put some barbecued meat and potatoes. Area 51 said, hashtag meat and potatoes. Jack Yo is in here. Weapon X Squall Comics. Tats Comics is in here. Funkhoff is in here. Don the Comic Book Junkie. And SS Comic Reader. Well, goddamn.
What?
You didn't hear Paul's TV?
Oh, I wasn't paying attention to Paul's TV. What was it doing?
Nothing. You missed it.
Yeah, it was a had to be there moment.
I guess so.
It's funny because as he was doing that, I was like, oh God, they're going to hear this.
Oh, man, what fucking book do I want to do?
Funkoff asked if that Supergirl 19 to John Romita Jr.
That is not a John Romita Jr.
It might be.
It might be.
Maybe he changed his ways up.
Maybe he did change his ways up.
All right.
What am I doing? Suicide Squad number 35. I don't know if anybody else read that. This is the start of a new storyline. We get a little crossover with Damage. If you read Damage and you read to the end of that, you get a little bit of Suicide Squad versus Damage. And apparently they're getting their ass handed to. I don't know. Haven't read it. I guess this crosses over with Damage number 2. So we learned that Hack is still alive in this, and she's actually corrupted the system in Belle Reve prison and frees all the prisoners. So all hell's gonna break loose, and I love it. I love this issue. This is a stash for me. Suicide Squad 35. Reviews from the Batcave are in here. The Great Legend talking about his auction tomorrow night.
Let's go with. Let's do this one. I'll do another one that nobody else read too. Damn, I think we're all sick tonight. This sucks. My next book is G.I. Joe 248. This book is an all silent book. I remember this G.I. Joe issue 21, the Snake Eyes all silent book. This is the same thing. It's all this action. There's no words at all to it. It's not bad. Of course, it's a quick read. I mean, we still have to kind of watch the panel that's going on. This is kind of badass here. One of these ninjas guys drops a grenade, and she grabs two of them to shield herself. Get that glare off there. Shield herself from that grenade by using their bodies. That's kind of badass looking. The blood throwing off there and stuff. I don't know. I was kind of liking this. It's kind of dropping off for me pretty quick. I may finish reading up to 250, and I may drop it completely. Of course, the cover again is not true to what's in the book. Baroness is nowhere near the book story at all, which is kind of a bummer. And I really wish they wouldn't even put her on the cover if she's not in the book. But it's a soft stash for me, and I'll pick up at least the next couple. But now we're jumping back to Paul.
All right, I'll do one I just read before the show, especially because Jeremy is in the chat, and I want to paraphrase Jeremy a little bit, and that's Old Man Hawkeye. And all I need to say is, had Bullseye being all bullseye.
Bullseye.
Yeah, it's the best I could come up with. You know, Bullseye just killing people indiscriminately with playing cards and whatever else he can find, handy forks, and there's a lot of great stuff in here. The only thing I'm not so sure of is the Madrox Venom. Marvel, you don't need to venomize everything. See Deadpool oversaturation a couple of years back. It pisses everybody off and it just cheapens the character. But overall, the story's been really good. I'm definitely going to keep picking this up.
And I know good old Mike read that too. What do you think of...
Yeah, awesome until we got to the Madrox Venom. And I'll get to that in my next book, how they're oversaturizing the Venom symbiote. Yeah, Bullseye fucking kicking ass and looking for Hawkeye. Continue on, definite stash. Good stuff.
But you're a huge Venom guy.
I know, but goddamn. Goddamn, Dave. Goddamn.
Okay, fine.
If everybody's Venom, then Venom isn't special anymore.
Yeah, I guess
That's
so.
what I'm saying.
I guess so. Let's go with... What do I want to go with? Let's go with Sideways, the new Age of Heroes from the DC universe, from the pages of Metal.
Jeremy said, now they're going to start carnaging everything. See Red Goblin. Exactly.
So Sideways, number 1. So far, this is probably my favorite book of the new Age of Heroes coming out. This wasn't too bad. Very heavy on the millennial aspect of it. You know, they're teenagers. But I did like it well enough. The story was engaging enough. It's definitely a stash for me. I said the best so far in this new stuff that's coming out. So stash for me on Sideways.
SS Comic Reader asked, did anyone in the panel pick up the new Kick-Ass?
Oh, yeah, we did.
Okay, yeah. We'll get to that.
Paul, you read Sideways.
It was a stash for you. Allow me to retort.
Uh-oh.
I was definitely not feeling this. It felt like a bad teen TV show to me. I just did. I'm not the target market for this, clearly. I mean, I think he's got a cool power and everything, but it was just dumb. I'm going to pass on that one.
Jeremy says Jim Lee ain't put his out yet, Davey boy. I don't know what they're talking. It must be talking about the New Age of Heroes, the ones that I haven't liked many of them. Side piece number 1.
Side piece.
That sounds like a book Mike would like.
Yeah, that's a Mike.
Where do I subscribe to that one?
What about you, Mike? What'd you think of Sideways?
Out of the 3 that's come out so far, I thought this one was the weakest.
Oh, wow. Wow.
I did. I did like the Spider-Man in high school vibe to it. I like the fact that his best friend chick is designing his costume. I thought that was a little interesting, but it really didn't do nothing. I mean, he meets an alien at the end, and that's it. So we'll see where it goes. I'm gonna keep picking it up. Pretty cool costume, I guess. So it was a stash, semi-stash for me.
It'll be Mike's side piece.
Side piece number 1.
I did like his power, though. It's not something. Are there any other characters out there that really have that kind of power like that? Huh?
Blink, Nightcrawler.
I guess so. Yeah, I didn't think about those.
OMG, Chris is in the house. He says, "Hey, everybody."
We also had Sappers in here too.
Airborne Sapper comic fan, the pop king of the world.
But I can't. We're divided on this. You love Damage. I hate Damage. I like Sideways. You hate Sideways. I don't remember what you thought on Damage, Paul.
Damage I didn't read yet.
Oh, okay.
I liked Silencer.
I like Silencer. Yeah. I like Damage.
But I think Dave didn't like Silencer.
No, I didn't. No, sorry. Moving on. Whose turn is it? I forgot.
But I think Drew liked it too. So 3-1. You're clearly wrong.
I'm clearly wrong. Let's go with Mike then.
All right, swinging back to the whole Venom thing here.
Swing it back to your side piece.
Swinging back to the side piece. Hashtag it. So if you read X-Men Blue Annual #1, you learned that Cyclops' father was in trouble because the Starjammers were attacked by a bunch of symbiotes or aliens that stole a bunch of symbiotes, and they kidnapped them. Blah blah blah. Well, this issue's pretty good. They bring Venom up into space to go save him. The dialogue again between Venom and the X-Men is just classic. I love it. Then we get all the way to the end of the book, and something happens. I'm not going to fucking spoil it, but the symbiotes attached to the X-Men. Right there. I'm going to spoil that, though, right there. And that's where, I didn't like it. God damn it. Fuck Marvel and your goddamn dropping symbiotes out your ass like fucking... Just like you ate Taco Bell and fucking went home and... Whatever.
At this point, it's easier to list who hasn't had a symbiote.
Yeah, so...
You're quite the verbal assassin there.
I'm a flummy assassin.
Flummy assassin. So Jack says 1 year from now, Silencer, Damage, Shadows will all be gone. Do you think that all these new characters from DC will actually be out of here?
Probably.
It's DC's new universe. How well did that work out for Marvel?
But at least DC's making new characters versus, changing gender or changing age on the characters.
Totally useless Hulk and...
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they're very similar to other characters, but these are new characters.
Jeremy said they had a Venomized Aunt May is next. They actually had a Venomized Aunt May cover late last year. So, fucking Marvel jizzing Venom all over the Marvel universe. I love seeking it, man.
Okay, moving on. I think I guess I'll talk about one more nobody else read. And it's a rehash, essentially. I picked up the Mr. Miracle Director's Cut, #1. Read through that tonight. The only thing that's really different, it gives a history of Mr. Miracle, Warren Darkseid. That's Darkseid, Highfather, Orion, and Scott. So, yeah, I guess if you don't know a whole lot about Mr. Miracle, it'd be a good one to pick up. Gives you more of that backstory on how the boys were swapped between Darkseid and Highfather to essentially stop the war and keep the peace, and how they were raised and stuff. For $6, is it worth it? Probably not. But it's stashed for me. I do enjoy that whole series, so it's good for me. Okay, jumping on back to Paul, if he's got any. I don't know if he got any, Paul.
Yeah, I got 2 more.
Dos más, por favor. That's my Spanish.
Since Legend was asking about it, let's do Marvel 2-in-1. And this is my pick of the week. This story just keeps getting fucking better and better. I can't recall the last time I got more excited with each issue of a Marvel title. Maybe Unworthy Thor, because that one was really good. But I cannot wait to see where they go with this. I can't wait for the payoff. I love it. It's been amazing.
I gotta go back and kind of do a little recap of what I read yesterday. How about you, Mike?
Yeah, definite stash for me. It's good. Big reveal at the end. Not going to spoil it. We get Hydro Man in here. He actually escapes from this prison he's in, and at the very end, that has nothing to do with the story. Hydro Man comes out the river, and he runs into Wolverine. And just read that part. That part was good. It's like Wolverine's like, "This bub, this is the biggest mistake you ever made," or something like that. And just great stuff. Definite stash.
Yeah, definitely a stash for me too. Not going to give away the ending, but it does explain a little bit why Johnny Storm's losing his powers. It's because he's separated from Sue Storm and Mr. Fantastic. And that's what they're saying, that if they don't find him, their powers could drain completely. So, which I think everybody's hoping is that this is going to be leading into, Fantastic Four again. I do love the fact that they're going to talk to Hercules in the bar. He's just kicking back with no shirt on, drinking a beer. Like that's, against not against any code. No shoes, no shirt, no service. But I guess if you're Hercules, you can go to a bar and drink without a shirt on. Thought that was kind of funny. But it's just sad for me. It's my co-pick of the week this week.
Unless it's one of them West Coast bars, you know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't. Not really.
Shirtless Bear Fighter, San Francisco.
Nope. Don't know what you're talking about.
He's not taking that bait at all.
Not taking that bait. I did get the Young Guns cover.
And that's awesome.
So, what the heck are they talking about in the chat, Mike? What's this?
I know they were talking about Shazam getting his own a movie and his own book and all that jazz. The Legend and Jeremy. That's something Paul might do when he's at Fan Expo. What, go shirtless?
Paul might go shirtless.
Well,
yeah.
Certainly be drinking beer. That's...
Hercules is a cool, misused character. Blue Oyster Bar theme from the Police Academy.
Yeah. Okay, anything else going in chat, or is that it?
That's really it. They're all talking among themselves. We got about 17 watching, according to my count right here. So appreciate everybody coming out and not seeing Black Panther tonight. So.
Yeah. Whole 17 people probably not watching. Well, I counting us. 20 people not watching Black Panther tonight. So you're up, Mike, with your next book.
I am up with my next book. Gotham City Garage, number 9. Where's my fucking camera at? There it is. This is pretty weak issue, in my opinion. We get to find out in this world what Lois Lane and Jimmy Olsen are up to, and Lois Lane is actually a DJ.
Wow.
And she actually, Big Bart actually wants to recruit her for help against Lex Luthor's guys coming for Batman. And it was a pretty slow issue. Jimmy Olsen has I can't talk. Paul, some whiskeys can heal you, and Mike. What?
Oh, that's the old Scottish cold remedy, man.
Oh, whiskey? Yeah, man. But yeah, this was a slow issue. Hopefully it picks up. If you don't know, Gotham City Garage, they captured Batman, and of course Lex Luthor wants him back because that's his enforcer, and they're preparing for upcoming wars. So, still gonna keep picking it up. Like I said many times, love this world they created. So this is a definite stash.
I love the statues from the book. I don't really like the book. Statues are pretty badass. The Gotham City Garage ones.
Some ballers in here already seen Black Panther. Blade H12 is in here. Dave, did your family get pizza tonight? Because pizza is Friday nights.
It is Friday nights, and I have already eaten my pizza. I ate it right before the show. It came in, just got delivery. Delivery by Mighty LJ. And going on to my pick of the week, I know it's not going to be Mike's because Mike didn't like it, according to, I think, his response to after I asked if he read this book in the off-air.
It's not Cold War, is it?
Oh, it is Cold War.
You fucking bastard.
The art in this book is not... I don't like the art. It is... I mean, the art style itself, I don't care for. And for me, this one's all about the story. So at the beginning, all these people wake up from this hyper sleep, not knowing where they are, what they're doing. All of a sudden, they're told to be prepared for war, essentially. This is your suit. It cures, it could stop bleeding. It could cauterize wounds, blah, blah, blah. And these people end up putting these helmets on with the HUD. And the computer thing says, Hello, this is your Mech Tech helmet. It appears you have witnessed a traumatic event. Would you like to view a short montage of your happiest moments in life instead? And everybody else is saying yes, 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 yes. And so one guy's like, why not? Find something worth fighting for, people. And what's cool about this is it tells this main character's backstory in a different way. It's not just so he's seeing his backstory through his HUD on his helmet, which is cool. He's just badass warrior. Not going to give it away, but the guy you think who was the main character throughout the book, 3/4 of the way through, you find out he's not. Abruptly and very suddenly, he's not the main character. And I just realized my book is all the big old freaking band in the corner. That sucks. But my series of the week, not the art, but the story. I thought it was really good. I liked how they did it. It's some good stuff. Mike, let's hear your retort.
Okay.
It sucks.
The Great Legend Show. Dave, can you show us that sweet variant? I'm still waiting on mine.
What? Which one? The X-23 or the thing?
The thing.
This is Legend we're talking about. You know.
Oh, I'm sorry. The other one behind there is hiding it. That guy there.
There it is. What's he holding?
A rock, I think. Looks like he's eating it like an apple.
Okay.
So.
That's cool.
Yes, sir.
All right. I agree with Dave. The story was pretty cool, but I could go grab my 2-year-old grandson and fucking get him to finger paint me something better looking than this book, and the fucking art just took me out of it. The story's good, but just for the art, this was a blast for me. My worst pick of the week.
Wow.
Just for that, yeah.
Really?
I still got some books to read yet, so it might,
We'll find out Sunday or Monday what your top books are, though, right?
Yeah, Sunday or Monday when I do my top 10. But that one right as of right now is my worst pick of the week.
Then everybody see. I think somebody on the Facebook page showed this one. This is that other young, the X-20 or not X-23, X-Men Red Young Guns variant.
Yeah,
it's cool too. Okay. Let's go back to Paul.
All right. People were asking earlier about it, so we'll do the new Kick-Ass. Aside from some unfortunate political comments in there, I loved it. I mean, I read comics to get away from the endless stream of politics, and I know they want to get it in the real world, but it's a comic, seriously. I mean, there was stuff said to piss off people on either side, so it's not like it was one-sided. But it's a pretty decent start. I'm going to keep buying it. I thought it was good. It was not completely offensive JR art. And the one scene that made me laugh out loud was every parent's gone through the moment where their toddler goes, "I'm done," and you're like, "What? Come wipe my butt." And I'm like,
yeah.
But it was good. I mean, I liked it. I'm gonna keep reading it. You read that too, Mike, didn't you?
Yes, sir, I did. It was actually my pick of the week. One thing that differs from this Kick-Ass, other than the fact that she's a woman, she has military training. So in the beginning, we get to see a little bit of that, her in action, I'm assuming Afghanistan. Then she comes home and gets this Kick-Ass uniform, and so she's using guns right off the bat and everything. And I thought it was pretty cool. Definite pick of the week, and keep on picking it up.
It's not like the original series where he started out getting his ass kicked all the time. She does the ass kicking.
Yeah, so which is a little different if you're a fan of the original, but I enjoyed it. So,
and I didn't see any mention of the original. Did you?
I think he was in a picture.
No,
I think he was in a picture in the background somewhere.
Really?
I thought so. Yeah.
And I know they did say something about, I think, Spider-Man or something in there at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those of you who are fans, we get this coming out soon too as well. Hit Girl #1.
That's next week.
Is it next week?
I think it is.
Oh, yep, February 21st. So, fans of Hit Girl, I love Hit Girl. I got my Hit Girl action figure over there. You picking that one up?
It was almost my pick of the week until I read 2 in 1.
I swore like he was in a monitor or something in the background on
Bueller.
And I agree with Legend that, you know, the kick-ass style, it's JR art works for that.
Yeah.
You don't have to reread the whole damn book, Dave. Or did he freeze? I think he froze.
He froze.
We lost our host.
You don't have any more books, do you?
Yeah, I got one. Dark Knights Rising, Wild Hunt.
Okay, go ahead. I didn't read that, so.
I don't know. I just wasn't feeling this one. I'm gonna read it again. Maybe I just wasn't in the mood for it because I've really liked most of the one shots. And I've hated the main storyline, but for some reason this one just was not working for me. So until I read it again, it's a blast. And I know you must have read some other stuff.
I read 4 other books. I did not pick up Wild Hunt. Whatever. I guess I'm not missing anything.
Hey, you guys there?
Hey,
there you go.
Here I am. I don't know what happened. My Wi-Fi disconnected. What is it?
Well, I just did Wild Hunt real quick.
If you want to do Wild Hunt, Dave.
So you and I think he read Kick-Ass too. So
yeah, I'll go over Kick-Ass work. I was chatting away. I was being very sophisticated, and all of a sudden the Wi-Fi went out.
Last thing we heard from you was I think he showed up in the background, and we looked down, and I thought you were rereading the whole damn book. I'm like, yo,
no. When I noticed it said chat disconnected. I'm like, what the hell happened? Okay, so Kick-Ass. What I was saying though is I was criticizing JR's art in Silencer last week or week before. It's amazing the difference between that the colorist and an inker can do to make the artist look a little better. I thought the art was far better in this book than it was in Silencer. Definitely not my pick of the week. I'd probably pick up issue 2. I think these are 6-part series, something like that. I think in chapters. Yeah,
Mark Millard usually does 5 or 6 for just about everything.
Yeah, I think I'd pick up at least the first chapter of this and kind of see where it's going from there. So it's a soft hatch for me. Going on to Dark Knight Rising Wild Hunt. Oh my god.
I didn't like it at all, by the way. I said I don't know if I just wasn't feeling it because I like most of the one shots, but I just wasn't working for me.
Well, what I don't understand is why not just make this Dark Knight or whatever it is, number 5. He says continue the story in the next chapter of Dark Knight. So why not just make it issue 5 right here? Why make this a separate, its own one shot? I don't understand that.
Maybe that's what it is. It tied too much into the main Metal storyline that it.
Yeah, to be continued in Metal number 6. That's what it says. Well, why not make it Metal number 6 then? Or whatever it needs to be, versus making its own separate story arc. Because I think it's all tied in. But
big shout out to Mighty LJ who popped in here to say hi to everyone.
The chat is not working on my end.
The deliverer of the pizza.
I might have to pop back in the chat. The art was good. I like the art. I was kind of lost in the story. All I know is that they could vibrate to the music and go to a different Earth. And that's about all I got really from it. So it was, I don't know. It was just really hard for me to follow. Maybe I was just really tired and not wanting to follow it. But
yeah, I said I'm going to read it again because like you, I was just like, huh?
I know they're vibrating and listening to music. What are you saying, Mike?
I'll pick it up in second print.
Okay, let me go back to YouTube and see what I can find. Go ahead, Mike. What's your next book?
Reviews from the Batcave said because it was written by Grant Morrison.
Oh, that way it's hard to follow.
That's what he said. Shit. What do I want to do? Let's do Detective Comics 974. Did not like the whole what is it, Clayface storyline, but this Grandpa got a little misty in this one. There's some emotional stuff going on in this one. If you've been reading this, you know that Clayface is dead, and the spoiler's upset about it, as you can see
It
right there.
Spoiled me.
Cassandra Cain is actually one who took the shot on him, and they're all upset. Batman's pissed off. He's all like, "How could you do this?" And just awesome stuff. Red Robin's all pissed off at her. Actually rips the bat symbol off her chest. Where's it at? Right here. Or I'm sorry, spoiler rips the bat symbol off her chest. So I don't know where that's going. And Red Robin's not sure he wants to do this anymore. Just great stuff in this whole detective book. And at the very end, she puts on, her dad offers her, I guess, the symbol of that fucking army he leads right there. So, goddamn, she got a shiner right there.
I was gonna say she looks like she got on the wrong end of a beer bottle or something.
So I guess she's going to be a bad guy now. So pretty cool stuff in there. So that's a stash for me. What's Dave doing? Is he froze again?
I do believe he is. Oh, he just joined again. But he's muted.
You're mute. No voice.
Shitballs. Hey, I don't know what the hell's going on the internet. Maybe other people in the house need to get off Wi-Fi while I'm on here. Maybe. Hint, hint.
Did you want to borrow some of my hamsters?
I might. I'm not even going to worry about the chat because every time I hook the chat back up, somebody disconnects on me. So
last time I gave you hamsters, it didn't turn out very good.
Not really. I had to try to get refunds on them. It didn't want to let me. What were you reading? What were you talking about?
Detective Comics 974, which is a pretty good issue if you haven't read it yet.
I have it, but I have not read it. So I guess we'll go ahead and Paul, do you have any more?
No.
Jason's
the Wild Hunt was my last one.
Jason Smith said, "So wait, Batman and Catwoman are not getting married?" No, they still are. That's going on in the Batman book. So this is Detective Comics, basically focused more on that team of the Bat family. So
go ahead, Mike. Go ahead and give me your next book. Since you're,
we'll do Avengers No Surrender 680, part 6 of No Surrender. I forgot what happened in here. Let me flip through real quick. Oh, this one's good because have any of you guys read it yet?
Yeah, I read it. Yeah.
Yeah. After Rogue finds out that Johnny Storm is quote unquote dead, she goes ballistic and batshit crazy, and she just popping out people's eyes and fucking awesome stuff. So, but other than that, this is just continuing on the story. You get another glimpse of the Hulk at the end. So I've been picking up all these parts so far, so we'll continue on. Stashing it.
Doesn't she like smash somebody's head too?
Yeah, she goes batshit crazy, so I'll show it if you want to talk about it.
Fine. Yeah, so the story's become a little more clear for me. This is one of the ones that's kind of really complex, with a lot of characters moving in and out. But you know, as we get deeper, get into it, it makes a little more sense. So there's Mike showing that head squishing. Squish your head, squish your head. Squish.
Sklutch. I like the sound.
Reviews from the Batcave said July 4th week is the Bat Wedding.
Ah. We'll see about that. But yeah, no, Avengers No Surrender. This has been a thorn in my side because it hasn't been on my pull list and my main store hasn't been getting it. So I have to try to find it each week. So, but it's a stash for me. Like I said, the story is getting better and better, understanding a little more as it goes on. Definitely a stash for me as well. What else do I got? Captain America, number 698. I was confused. I was really confused because last time I read, he was getting chased by God, what can I think of his name?
The Swordsman?
No, not the Swordsman. Guy from Spider-Man. The great Craven.
Oh yeah.
And all of a sudden, he's being thought out in the future. I was a little confused by what was going on in the storyline. This still has that traditional, old school Cap, as in, I'll be damned, and you're talking about the not Ten Commandments, the Bill of Rights, and all that stuff, because people live in the future are oppressed, and pretty cool old school Cap action. It's a stash for me still, although I said I was a little confused of why also now we're jumped into the future. So maybe it's a dream. We'll find out next week it's a dream, but I don't know.
No, he actually fell into the ocean while he was fighting Craven, and apparently this you got to read the story. It's 25 years into the future. America's been destroyed.
I read the story.
And I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the audience.
Okay, sorry.
People. And he's been for 25 years. He's been put on show in a block of ice, and America has just went to shit. And he awakens, and I'm a little confused too. But hopefully, with part 2, we'll get a little more information what's going on. But yeah, I'll keep picking up Captain America. So.
Any last go through the last few for you, Mike?
I only have one more left, and that's Action Comics 997 with this great cover right here. Continuing on? Well, I can't remember the story.
That cover?
Not too sure. I will tell you here in a minute. Or in. Is this the variant?
Yeah, that's cover B, I think.
Yeah, I can't even see. Carrie Andrews?
Karen? Is it Care?
Care
Andrews.
Care Andrews. And Brett Booth does the insides, which is awesome. So it's Superman versus the Zod family, which is awesome, and Lois Lane trying to rescue her father. And spoiler alert, looks like Lois Lane, her father, and Superman's son are gunned down at the end of this issue. So where are we going to go from here? I don't know, but it's pretty good stuff. I do have 4 books left to read, and that's Green Lantern Corps, number 38, where they're taking on Zod. Old Man Logan, 35. Bloodshot Salvation, number 6. And Ninjak, number 4. We got the Black.
I have to read those 2 as well.
Yeah, we got the Black Panther on the front here. The Purple Panther. That's the Purple Panther. I'm kidding. Don't judge me.
We always judge you, Mike.
Hey, Mike, review that Playboy behind you. This is
He can't. The pages are stuck together now.
This is from 2014. No, I'll prove it. The pages are not stuck
No,
together.
we can't see nudity, Mike. Look at his band on here.
This is when Tori and Sable did their little thing. And there's an interview with Jim Carrey in here.
Well, that's what I care about, really, the interviews and the articles. That's all that matters.
Meet the scientists behind ecstasy. So, yeah.
Now it's a peer-reviewed paper, or what?
What?
Now it's a peer-reviewed paper and stories and peer-reviewed articles in there?
Oh, Blade H2. Always a good read. I'm sure he bought it for Jim Carrey. Miss Hustle. Welcome, Miss Hustle.
Okay, so Go ahead, Mike. Sorry, I didn't cut you off.
No, I'm done. I am done.
Oh, you're done. You sure?
I am done. I need some more medicine.
I don't want to hurt your feelings. I'm gonna go away from you though. My last book for the night. I said I was going to review it this week, and that is Hamilton versus Burr: A Werewolf Tale. This is by Jarrod Alberich, the art cell artist. If you definitely love Abe Lincoln, was a vampire hunter, Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, that kind of stuff, the true historic facts with a little science fiction or horror wrapped into it, that's what this thing is here. Just to, I don't want to give too much away. There's some of the art right there where he's fighting the werewolf. Definitely a cool read. Definitely go pick it up. You can get a hold of him on Twitter, Jarrod Alberich. So I want to thank him for copying me this book too. So, and that is the last of my books. I got Killer Be Killed. What's that?
That guy ever sent you that file for that one book?
He did not. I did not got it yet.
Starter one. Yeah.
Nope. We're hoping to get that going up again too with the Kickstarter books. We just haven't had any luck of getting a hold of it. We've all been busy or sick or whatever, what have you. But,
or some weeks the books just don't
look good.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I guess my last book, Killer Be Killed, number 16. He's still in mental hospital. There's still somebody out doing a copycat killing in New York, and he's trying to get out of this mental hospital now, trying to find out if everything's real or not. So I'll still continue to pick that up at least for next few issues. But that's going to end the comic book section, Mike.
It is?
Yes, it is.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Shut your fucking mouth. Oh, that hurt. I am sick, and I don't have a lot of Funko news because I think as we speak right now, the New York Toy Fair is going on, so not a whole lot of info has been released. I know they revealed the Hercules Pops from the Disney Park.
Hercules!
Are you done?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Hercules, he looks okay, I guess. And then we got Phil, but the Hades Funko, he looks amazing. I got to get my hands on that. The flame on his head is all clear plastic. Looks amazing. So, and we got a
Pain and Panic.
They're rumored to be coming out. This probably ain't the whole line, but these are the ones that were revealed so far. Apparently Walgreens is getting a shit ton of new Spider-Man pops. We're getting Man Spider, 6-inch Spider Hulk Funko, Spider-Man Noir, Spider Ham. I know we got a Spider Ham door, but we're actually going to get a Funko from that. And nice.
Sorry, the beer coming back.
And a Pop Ride, the Spider-Mobile. So back in the day, Spider-Man actually had a Spider-Mobile. So
only for what, 2 issues, I think?
You know what? Fuck you. All right? No. And that's really all I got. I was able to pick up 4 Funko Pops this week. First off, I got the Tick from The Tick. A tick on your dick. Right there.
Nice.
And from Mad Max, I love this movie, Imperator Furiosa. Her arm and her steering wheel in this, and there's the set. I want all those eventually. I picked up a Morden Joe. I want the Chase version of this one, where he's actually got his breath mask off, and it's all decayed under there. So want to get my hands on that Chase. And this one came in the mail yesterday. This is the previews exclusive, Bloody Lobo. So got him. There he is, all bloody-fied. What's that tube going into his chest? Anybody know?
That's his shoulder, isn't it? Going in his shoulder.
Or in his shoulder.
You didn't take anatomy classes very much, did you?
Only the parts that matter, brother.
I was waiting for that.
Oh, wow.
So apparently I can't see the chat now because my computer decided to restart. So But yeah, I got 4 Funkos this week. I think I'm at 706, 707. So, any of you guys got anything?
Paul, did you get anything this week?
Yeah, I picked up 4 pops. My kids love the game Bendy and the Ink Machine, and they came out with pops at Hot Topic, and I guess they're starting something new. Mike hadn't even heard about this. They now have, it's called the Hot Topic exclusive pre-release, and I guess it's that they get the pops for 90 days before anybody else does. So this is the Alice Angel pop, and then Boris the Wolf, and Bendy. If anybody hasn't played the game, it's basically looks like old-timey Mickey Mouse animation with lots of killing and death and fun stuff like that. And then last but not least, I was walking through my Walmart and I happened to come across this, and there was no way I was not picking this up. It was the Captain America Winter Soldier Stan Lee pop.
You have the best luck at Walmart, I swear to God.
Gotta have Stan the Man. So those were the 4 I picked up. Did you pick up anything, Dave?
I didn't pick up any Funkos. I don't have it in here either. Just to go back to, I was looking up trying to find Hercules Funko Pops. There's one website, newtoysnews.com. They're saying that the Hercules 2-pack Pain and Panic is going to be a Barnes & Noble exclusive.
Gotcha.
So I don't know if that's true or not.
That might be part of the Emerald City bullshit going on right now. So, or March 1st.
The only thing I got this week, I picked up a oh my God, I can't think, a Zatanna action figure. It was part of the new 52 ones. It's in my other room. I forgot to grab it. It's the only thing I picked up this week toy wise. Too bad Drew wasn't here. He'd probably have a handful of new ones. No other Funko news for you though right now?
No other Funko news. I'm sure there'll be a shit ton next week because of New York Toy Fair. So,
but I do have. I saw this today. Where is it? Maybe is it here? I'm not sure. Yeah, here it is. The Avengers Infinity War action figure feature new Captain America, Thor, Star-Lord, and more. Scroll down. I don't really care for them too much. They look pretty cheap by comparison to the what the Legends ones. Okay, can you guys see those?
Yeah.
I guess there's Captain America. Come on. Well, hell, my internet's probably giving me crap. I don't want to taunt it anymore, so maybe I should quit screen sharing.
That's the back.
Yeah. So they look pretty cheap to me. I'm not interested in picking those things up. I don't know about you guys, what you think of those.
And if they have a Thanos one, I'll grab it. But
they look pretty cheesy.
Yeah. Probably going to be $20 just like the other toy. I mean, action figures seem like they've risen in price so much by comparison when we were kids. But of course, that could be inflation. Who knows? So I guess that's it. That's all the toy stuff we got, Mike.
That's all. Shut your fucking mouth.
Okay. So moving on to, I guess, movie-related stuff. There's a little movie that came out this week called Black Panther. I don't know if anybody's heard of it, or even, But everything I was looking for, trying to find any kind of movie news this week, it was all Black Panther. Nothing else I could find about really anything else on the movie news side of stuff. So only I really found were those action figures, and those weren't that great. So anything else you guys have been watching? Paul, we'll start with you. You want to talk about?
Oh, I'm still binging on Criminal Minds, so I want to barricade my house and never let anybody out. Other than that, yeah, I've just been keeping up on my normal shows. Nothing nothing else binging on like I have been with Criminal Minds. And the reason there's no news other than Black Panther is because Black Panther is going to make all the money this weekend.
Probably is.
You'll find like first place Black Panther with 170 million, second place something else with 2 million.
You guys gonna see it this weekend?
I don't know.
I'm not.
I hate going when it's really crowded, and it's going to be really crowded.
My kids really want to go, so we'll probably end up going this weekend. What about you, Mike? Anything you're watching right now?
I'm still watching Totally Divas.
Oh, God help us.
Seriously?
You know, where's Bruce Zayas at? I can't see the chat, so I
don't think Bruce Zayas is in here tonight.
Great Legend said check out Black Lightning. I think there's probably enough episodes that I can binge on that a little bit, so I may try to get that in before next week's show.
The only thing I've been watching this past week, I've been going back and rewatching the TV show Rescue Me, a show on FX. Anybody ever seen that? It's about the New York firefighters.
It's funny because we were talking about Dennis Leary earlier.
Yeah, with Dennis Leary in there. So it's actually a pretty good show. If you like The Shield, if you like Sons of Anarchy, it's right up that kind of alley. Same kind of stuff, same kind of drama. Ridiculous main characters you want to root for, but they're total assholes. You're like, why am I rooting for this guy? This guy's a total dick. That kind of show. And Mike brought up earlier the new YouTube Red show, Cobra Kai. It's a continuation of Karate Kid. Anybody see the trailer for that at all?
Anybody?
No,
Anybody? I'm excited. Ralph Macchio's in it. The dude who played Johnny's in it.
Sweep his leg. Sweep the leg. That's all I got to do. Sweep the leg.
Sweep the leg.
Right? Oh, SDS guys just showed up as we're getting ready to close this bad
Ralph
boy
Macchio and Johnny look like they ate the rest of the cast.
SDS says he saw it. He goes, meh. He wasn't too thrilled by it.
Black Panther or Karate Kid?
I think he's talking about Karate Kid.
Oh, okay.
But I could be wrong. Gotham at Gaslight DVD is great. I haven't watched that. I know Bruce did. Bruce watched it and he liked it. I read the story, but I haven't seen the movie yet.
I saw Jumanji.
What did you think of Jumanji?
Jumanji fucking sucks, except for the chick running around in her head.
That could be the story of Mike's life, though. Everything sucks except for the chick.
I mean, it had its funny moments, but I'm not a big fan of The Rock or whatever, Kevin Hart or fucking Jack Black trying to be fucking all feminine through the movie.
Not a fan of The Rock. You shut your whore mouth.
I'm not the fan of The Rock as an actor.
He likes the Dwayne The Rock Johnson, the wrestler.
You don't talk about my Johnson.
Okay, moving on. I guess we're going to wrap it up.
Smells what The Rock's cooking.
He smells what The Rock's cooking and needs to wash it. That's what he needs to do. Go back to Paul. Last minute shout outs or anything you'd like to say before we rock out and out of this joint.
As always, thank everybody in the chat. You're the reason we're doing this. Special shout out to Drew. Get on them Verizon folk. Call them all kinds of nasty names. Cut the tires on their van. You name it. And special shout out. Thank you to everybody for coming here instead of going to see Black Panther.
Yeah, maybe. I think they already all saw it. Blade S12 said he met Karen Gillian, who was played that character in Jumanji. Well, she was supposed to come to the con, but now she's backed out now.
Apparently, she's got a history of that.
And she was Nebula in Guardians of the Galaxy for those.
That is correct. You are correct, sir.
Those of you who don't know.
Oh, we're greater than the Black Panther. See, I know my math. I know my symbols. Okay, go ahead, Mike. Your last minute shout outs.
A couple new subscribers a couple new subscribers of mine. Anthony Jones, he has 811 subs. Go sub him up. And Oscar Jensen, 872 subs. Go sub them up. Go shout out. Oh man, I can't even think now. The Geekettes. They're actually giving away a retro Super NES. If you guys are interested in those, they got a little contest going on. So I thought that was interesting. I might get involved with that. Be cool to have one. So, other than that, shout out to Black Panther. And
yeah. You're
shout
done.
Shout out Dayquil. Shout out.
NyQuil's better. NyQuil's better.
Well, I have to function during the day.
I might go down to some NyQuil here in a little bit tonight myself.
Alka-Seltzer Plus and.
Okay, so we just reached 410 subs on this channel here. A few new subs. Reggie Simmons, IFBB Pro. I want to check the channel out. He did some slab videos. He also does a whole bunch of working out videos over that. Nothing far from us. That's fat guys here that just read comics. That's all we do. He's got some good exercise videos. It's Zach Empire. Joseph, I'm probably going to butcher this name. Canals. Brad Campbell. Huh?
Nothing. Canales?
Canales, maybe. Sure, why not? I think I shouted out Comics with Bueller last week. Your buddy Geo PT Comic Book Network. So how many days till Dallas, Mike?
Oh, you put me on the spot. I don't know. Probably like 49 or something.
Oh, my goodness.
It was like 56 or 58 when I don't know, man.
3, 4, 5, 6. 6.5 weeks.
Holy shit.
Something like that. Yep. Till Dallas. I got my plane ticket, got my hotel, got my ticket to the con. I am ready to roll. So I think that's it. We're out of here, guys. Thanks for showing up. And whether you blasted or whether you stashed it, happy reading and catch you next week. And hopefully Drew's internet will be back up and rolling. Later.